been some developments with Bam Margera. And if you guys don't know, Bam was he was in Viva La Bam, he was in Jackass, but before that, he was in CKY. Like they had this whole series. It was just like these underground skater kids who did the wildest things, the wildest pranks. They wrecked their bodies, they trashed themselves. Like pre-Jackass, these dudes were doing it and they were going hard. Like a lot of these dudes were really cool. A lot of these dudes were really funny. Bam was kind of like my favorite, man. Bam was one of the best, by the way. Yo, Trev, what's up, man? How you doing? I grew up watching this dude, man, and he was absolutely one of my absolute favorite human beings. Jessica, I'm so glad you're here. You guys, we got one of my moderators, Jessica Colps, here. Thank you so much for being here. Shelby, I see you, sister. How you doing? Everybody, Shelby is amazing. She has supported the brand. She wears a lot of the convict clothing stuff, and she's family, bro. Like, I'm so grateful that you're here today. Dwayne, what's up out there in Oregon, man? How's the weather? The weather here in Daytona is nice. I'm a little crispy right now, to be honest with you. I got tattooed for hours. Like, all this blue is new. I can't really show you too much on the back, really, because it's on the back of my head. Tony Grubbs, dude, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate the love and support, Tony. Hey, thank you, man. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate you. Maybe I can show you the back of the head. I don't know how well you can see that because I can't see myself, but I got the whole back of my neck blasted. We're going to move up the head, hit the sides probably pretty soon. So, yeah, man, I also got, I got my boombox fixed. I know you can't really see that. It's a bad angle, but I also got the, I got this reworked. I'm getting a lot of my old prison work done because I really want to like separate myself from the prison stuff. Plus, like a lot of it like faded out and everything. So I'm going over everything. I got a tattoo artist who comes right to the house. It's lit, bro. Like I can sit there and I can vape. I can drink my like white monsters. Lil True, I see you, doggy. Hey, what's up, brother? And I can listen to whatever I want to listen to. And I got so accustomed like sitting in a cell for days at a time, getting tattooed. Hey, I'm glad you could see it, Fred. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I spent so much time being locked up getting tattoos that I get comfortable, bro. Like, I like it better not being in a shop. I don't know. Like, I don't mind shop tattoos, but if I can do it at home, I'd rather do it at home. So, yeah. I got tattooed for hours, and my dude, Josh Accomando, he's so cool, man. He comes through, and he gave me the fade, bro. Like, he gave me the cut. Like, he got me fresh and clean looking, and then he just started blasting on me, and we did it for hours. Shelby, you got the same boombox? That's what's up. Hell yeah, girl. So let's talk about Bam. Tony, thank you. Tony Grubbs, thank you so much. That hippo is lit. I got a scuba hippo from Tony, y'all. That's my dog right there. I appreciate you, bro. So look, Bam is facing charges right now. He's on the run. Corn Pop, Bam Margera from CKY, Jackass, Viva La Bam, like any of that old school stuff. I mean, it's older for sure. True Blue, thank you. I really appreciate you so much, man. Much love from Oregon to Michigan. I think that's the Michigan symbol right there. Thank you. He said, you deserve so much more than this, brother. I appreciate you guys being here, and I love each and every one of you. And thank you so much, man. Thank you. I really appreciate the support. Bam, the crazy guy, the crazy eye guy. Yeah, so he inherited that from his dad, Phil. Yeah, and a lot of us played Bam in the Tony Hawk games. He was a character in the Tony Hawk games. He's kind of iconic. For me, like, he was that dude back in the day. He's not been doing too good. The substances got him. You know what I'm saying? And he's been spiraling for like over a decade now. Steve-O's tried to help him a lot. He's had a lot of people try to help him. A lot of people. Brandon Novak has tried repeatedly to help him. And he keeps, messing up, going down the wrong road. Then he blames it on whoever tried to help him. And that's a common theme for people who are using. Unfortunately, it is. Brody Griffin, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I like that weightlifting pair, dog. Like, I feel like that some days. You know what I'm saying? I eat too much carbs, and it's like, starting to feel like the dad bod. Got to work out extra. I appreciate that very much, dude. And yes, a little true. Brandon Novak. So Brandon Novak, like, he was way worse off than Bam was. Brandon Novak was out there doing what he had to do. to support himself. But I mean, like, he sold his body. He was doing all sorts of stuff. He went from like being at the top of the game when he was like 15, 16 years old. Brandon Novak was this skater that was just killing life, man. Like, he was out there getting it. And the drugs just got him, bro. 100%. So now he's working, he works with the Banyan Tree, and he has his own sober livings that he has set up. So he's been trying to help Bam. But ever since Ryan Dunn died, and Ryan and Bam were best friends. Ryan died in a car wreck. He went off the road. His car exploded. It was really bad, really bad. And that seems to be where Bam really just started his descent. He's really not doing well. So Bam has been in the news a lot recently. He's been, Steve-O kind of cut him off, or no, Johnny Knoxville kind of cut him off. So he's been threatening Johnny Knoxville. He's been asking Johnny Knoxville to do fights in the ring. Just like that blame shifting that a lot of us do when we're lost in substances. And I want to say this right now, like, I'm not here bashing Bam. Like, these are consistent similarities that people that have, substance use issues, these are commonalities with us. People will try to help us and then we'll skip out on it and we'll blame the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all stuff that happens a lot when people are in substance use disorder. And now it's gotten to the point where he's fighting his own family. His brother, Jess Margera, who's in the band CKY, they got in a physical altercation. Bam showed up at 8 in the morning, pounding on Jess's door, trying to get in, and Jess went and let him in, and Bam was acting wild. Bam was getting crazy. Bam was peeing in his kitchen sink, and Jess told him to stop. It went into some heavy words, and they started fist fighting. Bam attacked him and started fist fighting with him. Then he started with the threats. He said that if he called the police, he was going to come back there. He was going to kill everyone. He threatened to kill his family. The whole thing got really muddy, really quick. It went from, just being disorderly to being violent to being really threatening. Like, he was talking about coming back and shooting everybody up if the police were involved. Now, I just want to say this. It gets to a point where if somebody is so out there on the substances, you're just absolutely waiting for that loved one to die. You're waiting for the day that you get that phone call that they're going to die. Harley, yes, this was recently. This has all been within the last couple of days. So, I know that one time I called my mom from county jail and I was like, yeah, Mom, I'm in jail. And she's like, I know. I'm so relieved. And I'm like, you're relieved I'm in jail? What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to be in jail? And she explained to me that she could sleep at night when I was locked up because she knew that I was safer in jail, surrounded by rapists, surrounded by murderers, surrounded by gang members, the whole deal, than I was on the streets using the stuff that I was using, committing the crimes that I was committing. So, Jesse had that same reaction from his mom. It's a common thing. Like, you get so worried about your people. And now, like, that was decades ago. Now we've got the fentanyl that's in everything. And God, bro, people are dying right and left so much. Trev, you had the same experience with your family? God, here's the thing. I always prided myself on I never stole from my family. I never stole from my friends. I never stole from my family. I might have stolen from some strangers, but I never stole from my family. I stole my mom and my dad's sleep at night. I stole their peace. I stole years from them with how much stress I put them through. I stole the time that I should have been present and a part of their life. They deserved that. They rode out with me through everything. And over again, I fell off and I broke my promises. Hold on one second. Robert Friel, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Big love and respect to you, dog. I've gotten 2 pairs today, guys. Both of them were working out pairs. I dig that. Are you guys, is this a theme? Are you guys trying to say something? Do I need to go on a diet? I know that I need to go on a diet, but I really need to get back in the gym. My mental health has been bad. A lot of you know that I lost a kid in December, and like I haven't been in the gym the way that I need to be, the way that I want to be. And that affects my physical health, it affects my mental health, and it doesn't create a environment for myself and a program for myself that's conducive to recovery. So, a lot of the time when we're waiting for that phone call from one of our family members, about one of our family members, to hear that they're not here anymore, to hear that their addiction killed them. For those of you who are just catching up, Bam Margera, who's been spiraling out for ever since Ryan Dunn died, you know what I'm saying? Like, he recently got in a fist fight with his brother. He went to his brother's house, 8 a.m., pounded on the door like cop knocked, bro, like bam, 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 bam. And he was really drunk. He was probably on other things. And he was peeing in his brother's kitchen sink, like his family's house, kitchen sink. And they got in a fist fight over it. And then Bam started leaving notes and messages saying that he would kill the whole family if anybody called the cops. Hey, James Ellis, what's up, man? Bro, I am so rusty on my Gaelic, dude. I love that people are messaging me in Gaelic. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. But I couldn't even catch it, bro. It's been a long time since I messed with my Gaelic, and I wasn't that good. I'm not going to lie and say I was like fluent with Gaelic. I really wasn't. But I was learning it, and I was trying to be able to get more fluent with it. That was how a lot of us wrote stuff in our wheelas and our notes that we didn't want the cops to read. You know what I'm saying? We would try to lace up some Gaelic in it. But, yeah, so Bam's been missing since this. And the cops put out a warrant for him. The Pennsylvania police made an announcement today that they are looking for him and they need the public's help. They are trying to get the public to help. They're asking for Bam's location, if anybody sees him. Basically, there's a bolo. Y'all know what a bolo is? A lot of you guys might not know what a bolo is. It's not a buy one, get one free. It's a be on the lookout. So, yeah, they're asking anybody that sees Bam that they report him. Oh my God. C. McDon, thank you so much, brother. Bro, thank you. That means a lot. I really appreciate that. That love, that support right there, that goes a long way to help me to continue to do what I'm doing. And I really appreciate that, man. That is big love and respect to you, brother. Thank you so much. It's not aggravated assault that they want him on. It's funny because it's all misdemeanors. But I think that his family has talked about what they want is for him to get taken off the streets so that he's not going to die. Like they're worried that he's literally going to die, and they want to put him in a place where he has to sober up. He doesn't have any choice. Corn Pop, thank you. Much love and respect, dude. I really appreciate that. They're terrified. The family is terrified. So, yeah, he is missing. The cops are asking that everybody be on the lookout. And like, look, we talk about snitches on this channel. Like, if you go out and you commit a crime with somebody and you guys are crime partners and one of you gets popped, the other one doesn't, and you tell on them, that's snitching. What a family is doing trying to save their kid's life, I don't consider that snitching at all whatsoever. Ryan McCarthy, dude, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Much love and respect. Thank you for the support. That really means a lot to me, homie. I really appreciate you. Other things that I don't consider snitching. Anything to protect a child is not snitching. Anything about a sexual offense is not snitching. If there's somebody who is out there victimizing people like that, it's not snitching. Civilians can't snitch. They're not playing the game, dude. If you rob somebody's house and they call the cops, they're not snitching on you, homie. Chalk that up. That's part of the game. I need to give a couple shout outs. Bronx Guy Gun Hill Road, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry, I almost botched your name. Caught it at the last second. Thank you. Big love and respect to you. Patricia Beach, thank you so much. I really love you, sis. Thank you. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys being here. Alan Hubbs said, and I like this, that is correct. If you're not a criminal, you're not a snitch. Telling her child molesters and people who beat on women, that's not snitching. It's not at all whatsoever. It is impossible to snitch on somebody for a sexual assault, for a rape, for pedophilia, for any of that type of shit, bro. The game doesn't cover those people. Those people get no protections. They get no respect. They're not in the game. There's the snitching thing comes from the convict code back in the day. That comes from the mafia. That comes from the omerta. It has nothing to do with these people that are out here hurting people sexually. They get no protections, no respect. Jadaddy09. When I was in the active throes of addiction and alcoholism, my family did anything and everything to help me find peace. Over 2 years sober now. 2 years! My brother, and I love your family for that, man. I appreciate that. That's beautiful, brother. Hey, 100%, my family did the same thing, man. And I'm giving them their peace back, but they lost it for some years, man. You know what I'm saying? And I hold that against myself. They don't hold it against me. But James Ellis said, pronounced Chucky Arla, our day will come. Chucky Arla, our day will come. I love that, bro. That's beautiful. That is such a simple statement, but it's so intrinsically, like, threatening. It's ominous. Oh, I love it. Our day will come. I like that. Yeah, everybody, bro, homie got 2 years now, and his family never gave up on him. And this is what I see with Bam. His family is not giving up on him right now. They are trying to help him. And sometimes when somebody ditches rehab, like Bam has ditched rehab so many times, he's run out of detox, he's gone, you know, through the throes over and over and over again, and he won't voluntarily get his stuff together, man. His family's scared he's gonna die. So he assaulted his brother. They're pressing charges so that he can get sober in county jail. Patricia said, this is what we told our son when my brother molested him. We now are trying our hardest to get him off the drugs. And that's something that's really poignant. First off, Patricia, thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for being open enough to share your family's business with us here. I appreciate that you feel that this is a space where it's secure to do that, because it really is. Here's the thing with that is that a lot of people who do get molested, a lot of kids who are hurt when they're younger like that, end up in the throes of addiction, because it's that trauma. It's that childhood trauma that we don't know where to put. We don't know how to fix it. We don't even know how to cognitively place it, bro. So a lot of us compartmentalize it into our brains in a place where we don't confront it. We don't remember it. We don't get the help and the services that we need. Like, if I would have gone to my parents and told my parents what happened to me as a kid and said, yo, I don't know what to do, this happened. First off, my dad probably would have gone and shot the guy. And at that time in California, with the climate there, back in the day, he probably would have gotten away with it. My pops probably would have put a bullet in him. But then on top of that, I know that they would have gotten me counseling. I know that they would have gotten me help. But I didn't do that because of the religious trauma based around thinking that it made me gay. I literally thought it made me gay, that a grown man took advantage of a 6-year-old kid. So I wasn't able to get the help that I needed. So, you know, as far as Bam's family right now, you know, Bam is out there, and they're probably fighting for his life right now at the moment. I have on 3 separate occasions filed what is known as a Marchman Act. And a Marchman Act is where you involuntarily submit somebody to a judge for treatment because you're concerned that they're going to die from what they're doing. And 2 of those people are dead. The other one is entirely grateful that I did that. It changed his life. It gave him the opportunity to detox, to get into detox, and they put him into treatment for free, and it changed his life. The other 2 didn't take the opportunity, and they got out, and they're dead. But, you know, at least 1 out of 3, that's worth it, man. Like, it's worth it. We've got to try to save everybody, because I have to believe personally that everybody can change, because I was as bad as they come, and I was able to change. Thug Life Nation said that Joe Biden tried to smell his hair. Was it like a quick, or was it like a Because if I know Sleepy Joe, it was probably that really slow, like exaggerated sniff, bro. I don't want people sniffing on me. That ain't cool, man. I'm sorry that Sleepy Joe got you like that, bro. That's all bad. So, hey, I want to just catch everybody up that is like Alyssa right there. My friend Alyssa said, what did I miss? Alyssa, oh, Blue's here. What up, Blue? Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're here, sis. If you guys aren't following the Outlaw Feminist, she's amazing. She does some great work against human trafficking in the PDX area, Portland, Oregon. And she has amazing stories. And if you're interested in any part of the 1% life, Blue is your guide, man. You should go follow Blue. She knows what's up. Big hugs to you, sister. So we're talking about Bam Margera. Bam Margera has a warrant out for his arrest. He is currently being sought after. The law is looking for him. He assaulted his brother, Jesse Margera. He went to the house at 8 a.m., pounding on the door really loud, cop knocking, bro. I hate it when people cop knock. That's why I have a doormat that says come back with a warrant. Just kick it in. If you're going to cop knock, bro, just kick it in. I ain't opening the door for you. But yeah, so he started peeing in his brother's kitchen sink where his brother has his family and everything. And they got in a verbal altercation. It escalated to violence. Bam started swinging on him. And then he started leaving threats saying he was going to kill the whole family. Kill his mom, kill his dad, kill his brother's kids, the whole thing. So, you know, it's a really bad situation. They're looking for him. They can't find him. They're asking anybody in Pennsylvania that sees him to please report. He's only facing misdemeanors, so it's not like a huge charge, but what they're trying to do, his family's trying to get him to involuntarily detox. And I support it, man, 100%. It ain't snitching. If your family's trying to save your life and you're out of control, that's just what it is, bro. People are dying in record numbers. I got Onyx Blazing Company. Much respect for you, Delay. Sorry about your son. Onyx, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the condolences. Let's talk about that for a minute. I think he's hiding in the woods too. I just saw that comment. I think he's hiding in the woods too. But yeah, so I have been in a funk, like a depression, since December 28th, when my kid Alan died. He died from fentanyl. And that's part of why we're talking so much about this right now. Like, I feel like I want to stick up for his family. I want to support what his family's doing because they're just trying to save his life. And having lost a kid to drugs recently, like, I get it. I 100% get it. You know, since Alan died, I have been in a funk. I haven't been working out. I haven't been doing a lot of stuff. These last 2 weeks, I've been back in the gym. I've been getting back to doing my gratitude lists, which is something that's important for me in recovery, is to always have gratitude for the life that I have. Because honestly, like, I didn't think I was going to make it past 27. I never thought that I would make it past 27. So every day that I live out here is a blessing, and it's extra credit, dude. Like, I honestly don't feel like I was supposed to make it past a certain point in my life, and I did. So if I've got time for extra credit, I want to make the world a better place every day. I want to help somebody. I want to love somebody. I want to make somebody feel less alone. I want to educate somebody. In whatever way I can be of service, that's what I want to do. James, awesome. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that. But thank you for the condolences in Gaelic. I love Gaelic, bro. It's such a beautiful language. So yeah, I know that I'm doing the things that I need to get past my mental health stupor. I've set up, one thing that's really therapeutic to me personally is running the intensive outpatient groups from the intensive outpatient that I graduated from. It was a really cool program. So next week, I'm going to be going in. I'm going to be sitting down with a group of like 20 or 30 people, and I'm going to be talking with them, and I'm going to be doing, you know, treatment work with them and plugging into them and trying to love on them and help them and give them my story of experience, my hope, you know what I'm saying, my outlook on life. And hopefully they take something away from that helps them get through their early recovery. Because early recovery is the hardest part, man. Once you make it past that first year, everything is easier, but that first year is so rocky. Sean Blue said, "Hey JD, when you were a rock star, did you go to crazy parties like Eyes Wide Shut?" I was never a rock star, bro. Like, honestly, like I just was in a local band that, you know, we could pack out clubs there. We got to tour the West Coast. It was pretty amazing, but no, we were never signed. We played with some bigger bands and stuff like that, but it was not like a rock star, and I wouldn't have made it into those parties. I'm not checking in for all that. I've heard a lot about what goes down in Hollywood at those parties, and it's a no for me, dog. I'm gonna pass on all that. So also, at the end of August, I've just signed to do a big peer support conference in Arkansas. So I'm gonna I'm gonna be flown out to Arkansas. I'm gonna be, you know, they're gonna put me up in a hotel, and I'm gonna be a keynote speaker. I'm gonna be sharing the stage with Senator Patrick Kennedy and Quincy Carter, and there is a huge event on Overdose Awareness Night where they're gonna shut down one of the bridges there in Little Rock, and they're lighting it up purple for overdose awareness. Purple is the color for overdose awareness, and I'm going to be the speaker. They're shutting down the bridge. They're going to have the parents of all of the lost kids that have died from overdoses in that area on one side of the bridge, and people in recovery and that work in recovery on the other side. And I'm going to be in the middle of the bridge with a microphone, and they want me to give a speech there because I have both sides of the token, which is just a huge, huge blessing for me to be invited to do something like that. You know, to be a part of that whole event is just incredible. And yeah, I'm gonna get to meet Senator Kennedy, which is, I mean, that's cool. That's crazy for a dude who's, you know, just got off house arrest for organized fraud and counterfeiting, who's a you know, career criminal. It's pretty wild. Christopher David Vivis, Dylan Mulvaney tried taking pictures of my leather donut. How'd that go? Did they come out good? Did you have to Photoshop anything? Would it add a couple extra spokes or anything like that? Hey, I appreciate the love and support, brother. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. So yeah, like, I'm pretty stoked that I get to be a part of that. My friend Jimmy McGill set that up. I'm not sure. There's such a long list of people that are going to be there, but Jimmy McGill was here in Pensacola yesterday with Ian Bick and Andrew Hager from Andrew Hager Live, and they were doing a big re-entry, you know, coming home from prison. We call coming home from prison re-entry. So they were doing a big re-entry conference, and it was Ian's first time public speaking, and I'm getting like tattooed on the back of my head, right? And Jimmy's sending me videos of Ian saying, "Your kid's killing it, bro. Your son's doing so good." Like, I'm watching these videos. Yo, give Ian a microphone and a stage, bro. Ian's gonna kill that, bro. He absolutely did so good for his first time public speaking. He got invited to be on the board for a nonprofit for reentry, and he's gonna be like a part of this thing. He's getting into actually giving back and doing other things. He was invited to do that, and he jumped on it. Harvey! Hey, everybody, if you're not following Harvey Talks Prison, you are sleeping on a good dude with great content. Harvey has been supporting me since before I was even on YouTube, man. Harvey would see my stuff on TikTok, and he would toss it up, man. And Harvey has been such a cool, quintessential part of my journey here on YouTube. Harvey, we still need to get that mutual live in. Really excited for that. Harvey has a great story. In fact, Harvey, maybe like we could just interview each other. I could set that up. You know, we could do some mutual content and put it out. Or if you want to do a live, we could do that too, bro. Whatever you want to do. I just want to do some work with you, bro. Corn Pop, thank you again. I like the. Did I nail it? Did I nail it? Thank you, Corn Pop. I love you. Harvey said, "That's right. Love you, JD. Love you too, brother." Country's in the house. My dog. What's up, man? How you doing, Country? It's always a good day when Country pops in and shows up, man. That's my dude. Email me, JD. Is your email in your bio, Harvey? I have a hard time connecting with a lot of these people that I want to work with because it's hard to find them. Yeah. If your email's in your bio, let me know. Yes. Okay. I got you, dog. We're going to make this happen. Now I know how to get a hold of you. Yeah, for those of you who just came in or anything like that, we were talking about Bam Margera. Bam Margera is a wanted fugitive right now. And really a lot of what this is about is his family is they're trying to get him to forcibly detox in jail. He's facing 6 misdemeanors. He's got a simple assault that's a misdemeanor, and he's got some other stuff going on. Erwin, JD, hope your day is going well, bro. Keep being amazing and keep up the positivity. I'm going to lurk and start driving back to the warehouse for work. Erwin, it was good to see you. Thank you for popping in, man. Be safe today and have a blessed one. Justin P., thank you so much for the love and support, dude. I really, really, really appreciate you. Thank you. I'm really glad to have you here in this community, and I appreciate you, dude. They're pressing charges, and if you guys haven't watched Bam, like I grew up watching Bam. Bam beat on his family all the time. Bam was always beating on Phil. Bam and Jesse were always fighting. It's not about that. You can tell it's not about that, bro. Like, it's not like he put nobody in the hospital. They want him to have to get help. Like, it's clear, and his mom is saying it on all sorts of different platforms. He got in a fist fight with Jesse Margera. The other thing that's really disturbing, though, is the death threats. The death threats against his family, like, you can tell, substance use never gets better. Like, if you're an addict, if you have substance use disorder, it doesn't ever just, like, level out and, like, okay, cool, things are getting easier. I can just casually use meth. Can casually use pills. I could just, sort of recreationally use heroin or fentanyl. That's not a thing. It doesn't exist. I've never seen somebody who has substance use disorder and gets out of control be able to, like, navigate using it in a way that's not super harmful. It only gets worse. And this is him spiraling. Exactly. Angela just said the word I was jumping for, spiraling. He's spiraling out of control. And he could legitimately be a danger to his family. Like, we don't know. He is a loose cannon at this point. So it's really important that his family does whatever they need to do to save his life. Patricia Beach, thank you so much again, sweetie. Sorry, must run. Glad you're doing what you're doing. We'll keep trying to help in any way I can. Much love. Much love to you, Patricia. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the continued support. I love you, and best of luck with your family. If there's anything I can do, please let me know. You have a good day, honey. Be blessed. Lucas Henry, my dog, says right now he's a danger to himself. He's a danger to himself, and that has weight. He's a possible danger to his family. I mean, he's attacked his brother, but, like, that's not, like, out of character for Bam. But the death threats, saying that he's going to murder everybody if they call the police, saying that he's going to shoot his mom. Like, bro, you have to be fucked off to be threatening your own mother, your own father with death. You know what I'm saying? And we've all seen, anybody who's seen Viva La Bam knows that, like, his mom's pretty laid back. I mean, she yells a little bit when they destroy the house or whatever, but, like, his mom loves him. His mom's not a threat to him in any way, shape, or form. For him to be out there threatening his own mother, you have to be in a really bad place. E-Begging Nader said, facts, I see your side, but forced into it won't help. It'll only make it worse. So I've seen it go both ways. And I'll say this, if the Secret Service hadn't stopped me, I never would have stopped. But I wanted to stop. I didn't know how. I needed somebody to take me out of the situation. And Bam has voiced repeatedly that he wants to stop, but he keeps getting put in situations where he has the ability to walk away. So I think Bam might be in a place where he's contemplating change enough to where if he gets taken out of the ability to be able to, like, just voluntarily walk away, like a treatment center, that he might be able to use it to help himself build a foundation in recovery. We all know he's not going to do hard time. It's 6 felony or misdemeanors. There's not even a felony on the board. So, I don't know exactly how Pennsylvania runs it, but misdemeanors aren't a big deal in any state that I've been in. So we're hoping that this will help him. I know that his family has repeatedly said we're just doing this to try to get him help. There was a creepy woman from Soft White Underbelly that is out to get Bam. I saw something about that, and I didn't have the time to look into it. I saw it right before I wanted to jump on live. I wanted to get on here and talk with you guys about this. I haven't done a random in a minute, and I apologize to anybody who was here Sunday night. I was using my MacBook, and we did the live, and I wanted to use the MacBook so that we could, have the microphone, and I'd be able to read things a little bit easier. And I just realized that, probably my 2015 MacBook probably isn't good enough to be doing what I need to do because it was glitching a lot. But a lot of people said it was glitching on there, and so I'm confused. I wanted to make it up by doing a random live and getting in here and talking with y'all because I felt really bad about the lag issues. I like when I get time to just kick it with you. You guys are my community. Carlene, you didn't think Sunday Night Live was bad? Awesome. I appreciate that. The quality was good? Okay, cool. It was glitching on my end. So I've been legitimately looking at getting a new MacBook and everything, but my finances just aren't there right at the moment. Robert Ballard is more of a man than Ronnie Radke. Yo, your name is lit. JD, you're the man. I'm curious what's your opinion of Chris Chan and options on those who are mentally unstable and are convinced to do awful things. Chris Chan was trolled into a crime. I'm not familiar with that particular case, but I want to say that I know a lot of people that were mentally unstable that were manipulated into doing crimes. In the crime world, we call them ducks. You know what I'm saying? People that are either desperate for substances, people that are mentally unstable, and you get them to do your dirty work, and it's fucked up to do to people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's strung out, and you're like, hey, I printed this check. I need you to go cash it with your ID. You probably won't go to prison. Who knows? But, they're so desperate. They need it. And so they do that, and you know that they're going to get caught. You know they're going to get messed up. It's a really bad part of the criminal world, bro. It's very predatory. It's very dog eat dog, and it sucks, bro. I'm going to look up that case, though, because now I'm interested. Now you got my interest on it. Eric M509. Love your channel, JD. Eric, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I love having you here. But here's the thing. I don't consider this a channel. I consider it a community. Because, this isn't just me. This is all of us. I consider you all to be my friends. I care about you all. I hope that I'm only bringing things to the table that are of value to everyone in this community. That's important to me. I don't just want to have a channel. Everybody has a channel. I want to bring people together. I want all of us to be able to come on here and, feel safe to be able to talk about what we need to talk about, to be able to meet each other. I hope that I get to meet every single one of you guys, man. I was in New York City for the first time in my life. Lizzie Grace, what's up, girl? First time in my life in New York City with Ian Bick the other day, and it was 420. I didn't remember that it was 420. I didn't recognize that it was 420 because I don't smoke. But we walked up on Washington Park in New York City, and it was packed, just elbows and assholes, and there was bands everywhere. It was great, man. The smell was wonderful. First off, I might be in recovery, but I love the smell of weed. It reminds me of my teen years. It reminds me of my 20s. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of my parents' house out in Oregon because honestly, my parents' house is surrounded by weed growers now. So it kind of reminds me of home. So I'm walking up, I smell all this kind. It's just in the air, it's blowing. There's a bunch of different bands playing and everything. And I got recognized by 3 different people in New York City. Dude, first time being there ever. And, 2 of them got hugs. 1 of them got the dap up. He wasn't comfortable with the hug. I'm going to try to hug, bro. If somebody knows me and they come up and they approach me and they're smiling and shit, my first instinct is, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? But I always want to be consensual in any way that I actually have physical contact with people because I think that's important across the board. But yeah, I love meeting people. I love hugging people up. I love sitting and talking. You know what I'm saying? If I got time, we'll chop it up. Joe Pendleton, thank you so much, bro. Mad love and respect for you for keeping it real. Much love, JD. Much love and respect to you, brother. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate that. Little True just said, I hope you come to Wisconsin. Hey, look, here's the thing is that like later this year, me and my wife are planning to drive across the country. I want to do a travel thing. I want to hit like old abandoned prisons that are now like you could go in and check them out. I want to film in those. I want to be able to go to different states and meet different people from this community. So I'm making plans to be able to do that. I want to drive from here back out to Oregon, and we want to hit all the cool places. Lancer, what's up, dude? How you doing? If you don't wear your shower shoes, the shadow people will eat you. Man, if you don't wear your shower shoes, bro, your toes are gonna get pregnant. I'm dead ass, bro. The stuff that is on the floors in the showers in prison, like you step into it and there's like a layer of grime and funk, and you just know that every dude in there is in there yanking them out. And there's like all sorts of like dead skin on the floor and everything. Like it's nasty as hell, bro. You can't be walking around with no shower shoes. Come to Colorado? Yo, Trev, we are definitely coming to Colorado, bro. That is on the list, 1000%. I absolutely want to come to Colorado. I saw somebody throw up the WSG. Where that at? We going back. Mason, what's up, dog? 99. One love, bro. You already know. Bang, bang! Stop ripping D&D. Look, here's the thing is, I am not ripping Dungeons & Dragons, bro. I'm a straight up nerd. You don't see my Firefly tattoo, bro? You ain't seen the big boy? I'm a nerd, bro. I fucked with comic books for years and years and years. I still watch all my Marvel. I still watch most of the DC. Like, I'm into some nerdy shit, bro. I play video games anytime that I have the time. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Them dudes in there, they talking about that D&D. They trying to play that D&D. Now, here's the thing. In there, Dungeons & Dragons, you're not allowed to play it because you need a map. And, like, you can't draw out maps in prison. You'll catch an attempted escape charge if you do that. And it might just be a DR. It might be an outside charge. You might actually get more time for that. But they're always trying to play that in there, dude. I'm not making it up to try to diss you guys that are into D&D. I have no qualms with Dungeons and Dragons at all whatsoever. In fact, I want to go see the new movie, but that's some shit they be on, bro. And that anime, that's some shit they be on. Any type of cartoon. Basically, anything that kids are into, these chomos, they're into that because that's something that they use to try to relate to kids on. They try to get on the level with kids so that they can get in there and do their nasty ass. So I'm not dissing D&D. If I have to make dice, I'm using them to make money. Hey, I get that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and hold on. Mrs. Nolan Void, you lost your little brother yesterday? I am so sorry. Honey, I'm so sorry. All my love and respect and condolences to you. I 100% understand how it feels to lose a family member. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you're okay. You are going to be in my thoughts. Your family is going to be in my thoughts. You guys are going to be in my prayers. Big love to you guys, man. I hope that you guys find peace with this. I know that it's like way too soon to be finding peace, but I hope that you find peace with this. And if there's anything that I can do, please let me know, Miss Nolan Void. I all my love and respect. Look at all these people in this community sending love and supporting each other and being there for each other. I see each and every one of you beautiful fucking humans showing love to one of our family that just lost one of their own. And that means the world to me, to see all this love and support for someone in this community. That's exactly what I wanted this platform to be. You know, I wanted a community that loves each other, that takes care of each other, that shows a little bit of support when something happens. You guys make me so proud. I am so honored to be a part of this. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Yeah, losing a family member is devastating. It's absolutely devastating. So we are all here with you. I want to do a moment of silence. I completely understand that broken feeling. I'm going to do just a minute of silence. We're probably half the people are going to jump off, but this is for your little brother. All right. My heart kind of breaks for you right now, to be honest. Like, I wet up a little bit. When something happens to somebody in this community, it hurts me. It hurts me. And I know that it's a real world out here and bad shit happens every single day. And it's easy for all of us to get desensitized to it. And, you know, that's terrible. But I see so much love being thrown up here. And that kind of brings a little wet to my eyes, too, just to see how many people care for each other. That's absolutely amazing. So, you know, I think that like this kind of goes back to what we're talking about with this Bam Margera thing. You know, they are just fighting to keep him alive. His family is fighting to keep him alive because he's been clearly spiraling out of control. Some of the stuff that he's been posting online, have you guys seen what he's been posting online? These little videos of him just threatening people, wiling out. Joe Pendleton, what's up, bro? Thank you so much. On that, can you get me in touch with Jason's sister in Arkansas or Alaska? I could put money on his books, but you have to be on the visiting list. Okay, so his sister runs an Instagram page for him, and she's pretty responsive on there. If you look up Jason Vukovich, and it'll be his sister running that page. There is a fake page, so be careful, but like his sister's all up on it. The Alaska has been so weird and petty with Jason Vukovich, the Alaskan Avenger. He was the guy who took a hammer and the sex offender registry and started breaking into pedos' houses and beating them with hammers, right? He was the dude that did that, and he's in prison right now. They've made it so his sister can't directly put money on his books. They did some weird stuff. Like, they really have been after him in there. So, like, she can direct you as to how to put money on his books, though. My boy, Trev Demon Army, explain Marchman Act. My kid's godfather needs help bad. Trev, so here's how this goes, man. At least here's how this goes in the state of Florida. And a lot of states have laws like this. You would have to look it up. But for me in Florida, I drive down to the courthouse, I fill out 3 pieces of paper, and, you know, I let it gets submitted to the judge. So I let the judge know, you know, specific incidences, like person has overdosed 8 times in the last 4 months. You know, person has, moved on from using orally or smoking to intravenous, anything that paints a picture of how they're progressing towards a negative end. You know, they lost their car, lost their phone, lost their family. You know, these are the types of things that the judge is looking for. And you put all that stuff down, and then it gets submitted to the judge, and the judge more than likely is going to grant it. If somebody took the time to go down to the courthouse because they're that concerned, they're more than likely to grant it. These sheriffs will come and pick up the person, and they take them to detox. Like, involuntarily, they take them to detox. And they go through detox, then they go into court, and after they've detoxed, they have to talk to the judge, and the judge decides whether or not they need 6-month involuntary rehab, or if they're okay to just go out on the streets. The judge can also do, like, you need outpatient rehab. They have options, but the best option is that 6-month inpatient involuntary. I just saw a little homie, and I want to give a shout out to the little homie. Randy Sterling is 13, and he is here. Randy, what is up, little brother? How you doing, man? Look, here's your choices. I can be your big brother. I can be your unk. Either way, you're my family. I love you. You're welcome here. If anybody messes with you, you already know what time it is. I got you. I'm super glad that you're here, brother. I want to be able to reach younger people and let them know that they don't have to take the same road that I did, man, because it's miserable. It's awful. So I hope that you learn. I hope that you're here. And if there's any way we can support you as a community, brother, let us know, Randy. We're here for you. Savage Savant. Found your channel randomly and been hooked since. Great reminder that just because someone is an ex-con doesn't mean they are a POS, except chomos. F them. Yo, I love every single word of that. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that the universe randomly brought you to this community. This isn't a channel as much as it is a community, man. We all love each other. We all support each other here. That's really what it's at, man. I learn from you guys every single day. You guys teach me, you educate me, you support me. Like a lot of my recovery, like I get a lot of support from you guys that keeps me going. So I'm super glad that you're here. And being a con or an ex-con, whichever pronoun you prefer, I prefer the pronoun con because my convictions didn't go away. State of Florida ain't never going to toss out my convictions for my felonies. So I just write it out, bro. I like to show that convicts can be good people. And, you know, that's the flag that I wave. That's why I made convict clothing. Let's see. Vincent, you have a question, sir. Please shoot. Lancer. All right, buddy. Maybe you should check out this thing. Maybe you should check out the Towheel Prison here in Utah. On your road trip. Hella haunted. That's exactly the type of thing that I want, bro. It's exactly what I'm talking about. I want to go to all these abandoned prisons throughout the country. I want to record in them. Like, if I can get one that'll let me stay the night in an abandoned prison with my wife, we'll camp out, bro. She'll hate every second of it. But yeah, that's exactly the type of thing that I want. And also, like, there's so many states that I haven't seen. I want to see all sorts of shit. I want to see the Grand Canyon. I want to see all sorts of different stuff. You know, James Ellis, my brother, it's funny that you should ask that. There's actually, I'm friends with somebody who is the mother of an autistic kid who's in prison right now. And he's been in like 3 or 4 times, bro. You know, autistic people have a harder time in there because they have a harder time with social cues. And a lot of prison is respect based on social cues, so they get such a bad run out of it, man. It sucks. I really hate to see it, bro. Andy, what's up, Andy? How are you? Found you through Jessica Kent. Love your energy, love your honesty, love your killer content. Commitment to give back and helping everyone you can. You're a good dude. Andy, I really appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the kind words. Look, it comes down to one thing for me. Just one thing. We all win together. Like, that's why I have love wins tattooed on my knuckles, because we all win together, man. Like, I put so much bad shit out into the universe for so long, and it's time for me to try to right that. And so every day I try to do something to just make the universe a better place, because I was such a negative influence for so long. And through doing that, my life has gotten exponentially better. You know, the energy you put back is the energy that you get. Lancer, I meant to say hospital, but I'm sure there's haunted prisons. So, Lancer, dog, like, I worked at Oregon State Hospital for a while when I was incarcerated. It's actually the hospital where they filmed One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Have any of you guys seen One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson? It was a book by Ken Kesey. It was messed up. It was really messed up. Like, it's a bad place, bro. Like, it felt haunted. A lot of people ask me if I've ever had any paranormal experiences in prison. And in prison, not really so much. Like, you know, it's not really something that I've encountered. But in that hospital, you can feel it. You can feel the dark energy, the angry, like, spirits or whatever it is, bro. In that hospital, there was a lot of darkness going on. And there was a lot of abuse proven. There was a lot of crazy stuff that happened that they've proven happened there. And that's part of why it was shut down. I think that they might have reopened like a wing of it and then made another part of it into a museum where you can go, because it's like a historic place. Yeah, Oregon State Hospital was awful. It was really awful. Let's see. So for those of you who've jumped in recently, we have been talking about Bam Margera and what his family's doing, making a move to try to get him help. What's up, Brandon? So in Pennsylvania, he is wanted right now. He's a fugitive. The cops are asking for help to find him. He assaulted his brother Jesse, which If you grew up watching Bam and Jesse, you know that's nothing new. You know that they be wilding out on each other and everything, like all the time. Bam used to beat on Phil, his dad, too. But they're using this as an opportunity to try to get him help because it's looking like he's gonna check out. Like, it's gonna be bad. Like, his addiction, his substance use disorder is taking him down the drain quickly these days. You can see it in a lot of the stuff, the videos that he's been posting lately, where he's calling everybody out, like, you know, Johnny Knoxville, fight me and stuff. Bro, like, come on, man, it's messy. It's a bad look, bro. We in our 40s now, bro. You can't be doing that messy shit online, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's just indicative of where his mind is at right now. So I think everybody's just trying to see him get the help he needs, but he keeps walking out of rehab. So let's get him in jail. He can't walk out of jail. I really hope this is the catalyst to change his life. Jake Nicholson, 2 things on my bucket list: haunted horror, see purses and prison with JD, and lighting the fuse on one of the SpaceX rockets. I don't know that the SpaceX rockets have an actual fuse, bro. I'm not sure that's how that works. I saw somebody say something about my dude Honaki, bro. Oh, Honaki. Jack Nicholson does look rough these days, bro, but look at how old he is. Like the nerdy dude like Honaki, I wouldn't want to sell him to sell with me. Look, here's the thing. If you're in prison and you're a good dude, like you're not there on some child crimes or anything like that, you ain't a snitch. If they put one of them dudes in your cell, if you live with him, you get 0 respect. They're going to go after you just like they go after him because birds of a feather flock together. So you can't be a good dude, a solid dude, and expect to live a decent life in prison if you living with one of them dudes, bro. It just doesn't happen. So you got to check him out. Whether you want to fight or not, you either have to intimidate him enough to get him out of there or you have to fight him enough to get him out of there. It's one or the other, but you cannot live with a sex offender in prison and have a decent run at it. Lancer, my dog, said, Bam gonna be like Ian Bick, fight me, and are you when Ian takes his glasses off? Bro, Ian lost his glasses! So, Ian is in Florida right now. He was in Pensacola, and he went for a jog on the beach, and then he went to go swim in the ocean here in Florida. Cool, fine. He hits me up, and he's like, bro, I just lost my glasses. The ocean took them. Well, of course the ocean took them. Why would you wear them in the damn ocean? So he has to go back home and put on those thick, like, weird ass like glasses that he had in prison. The only other pair of glasses he has are the ones that he had left over from prison. They're those thick Coke bottle ass like toddler peeper glasses that he has. So he's gonna look even cooler when he gets those on. It is all Honaki's fault. We can blame everything on the Honakis. The Honakis can get the business every single time. Jack Nicholson is in his 80s. If he really had dementia, there's no way he could even try. Look, man, like, I'm assuming that Jack Nicholson lived a whole ass life, bro. If I'm like as together as Jack Nicholson is in my 80s, I'll be surprised. Like, he's not doing great, but bro, like I said, I didn't think I'd make it past 27. Mr. Live said he unsubscribed. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but thank you for coming to publicly announce it. We're glad to have you here. Thank you for coming and commenting. JD, abuse survivor here. I want payback, but I don't want to go to jail. Any advice? Have you tried your legal options? I 100% support you getting them straight into prison, and then everybody else can get after him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want legal repercussions, there's not that many ways to go other than legally going after him. I don't think I would make it to C30, and I'll be 36 in May. Hey, I don't know if my abuser's dead or not right now. I'm super cool if he is. JD, I'm not shitting on him at all. I love the guy. I just know what dementia looks like, and Jack partied for sure. Yeah, no, and I didn't think you were shitting on dude, bro. Like, Jack Nicholson is a G, bro. I love that. I mean, we all end up there, bro. Like, my spine feels 90 right now. Somebody asked what I'm doing in the commissary cookout tonight, you guys, just so you know. I will be on Ian Bick's channel for the commissary cookout tonight. I got to cook against a CO. And I mean, he was a cool ass CO. Like, I fuck with the dude. He's straight. You know what I'm saying? When he walked in the door, I told him, I'm going to be talking shit, right? And he's like, I would expect nothing less. I subscribe to your channel. I own all the convict clothing shirts. And I was like, what? And so he was like, yeah, run it. Get as bad as you can. So they literally had to edit shit out because I went hard, boy. I went hard in the paint. And he was shooting them back, bro. And we sat there and we cooked and just talked shit at each other. And then I liked him so much that I actually interviewed him while I was in New York. So that's going to be coming out here in a little bit. But tonight I'm going to be on the commissary cook-off, cooking off against an actual corrections officer, ex-corrections officer. He actually doesn't work there anymore. He quit because he didn't like the way that they were treating the inmates. And now he works for the probation office as a transitions officer. So when you get out of prison and you go to probation, he's the dude who takes you and shows you how to get your ID. He's the dude who tells you how to get your social security card. He's the one who helps you fill out for food stamps and find housing. And he's like, I went from like being in a situation where I was hurtful to inmates to now I get to help them get their lives back. And he's like, I love this work. This work is what I was meant to do. I went in there to try to help and the system fought against me being able to help. So like, I really like this dude and I'm excited for you guys to see this interview and the canteen cookout. Honestly, when I heard his whole story, I felt a little bad about some of the shit that I talked to him, but it's all good. He's got a good sense of humor. Mandarin guy, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, dude. Much love, JD. You remind me of the greatest person I know, and I have a question. What happens to the elderly in prison? First off, Mandarin guy, I want to thank you for the support. I appreciate the love. Justin P., I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. Let's talk about what happens to the elderly in prison, because this is something that, like, legitimately, you see old timers that went in when they were 18. Like, there was a dude at OSP who went in when he was 18 years old, and he was in his 70s. And this dude was cool as hell. Now, a lot of the time when you see an old timer in there, you might think he's a pedo. A lot of them might be. But there's also old dudes in there that are just lifers, that have been there forever. There's old dudes in there that are in there because, they like vehicular manslaughter or whatever. So you really have to tread carefully with the elderly in prison because you do not want to be a person who bullies or abuses an actual elderly person. That said, pedos aren't people. So, it doesn't matter. Like I've said before in content, 18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. If you're a pedophile, you get in the business. But, one dude that I know I like hung out with like a lot because he was just cool as shit, bro. Like a really good dude. And, me and him used to walk the yard and he would talk to me. And I loved getting information from this dude. I loved getting educated by this dude because he had been down this whole life. And he was like, yo, there's absolutely no reason that you ever need to come back here. Do not come back here, bro. Like, he always was trying to elevate me, because he went in at 18 and he's in his 70s, bro. Like, that's so crazy. That's so crazy that he spent his whole adult life locked up. So, as a convict, if I see somebody picking on an elderly person that's not a chomo, I'm going to fuck that person up. We do not abuse our elderly. We do not do that. We do not bully people. That's not what happens, bro. So the elderly have a certain amount of respect and protection in there. Did you get Ian Bick those Honaki glasses? No, they're still here. Vincent said, JD, you helped me from not taking myself out. Vincent, bro, you serious, man? Let me just stop everything real quick because this is important to me. Vincent, I have been there. I have tried multiple times. I didn't see any way that I was ever going to not feel this way anymore. And I didn't want to fucking feel this way. Back in March, I talked to you, bro. I talked to you. Hey, so, man, I'm so glad that you're here still. I'm so glad that you're here still. I'm so glad that I'm still here, man. I'm so glad that both of us are still here. I never would have known this life. I never would have known any of you. My parents never would have known me to be like a sober adult. my kids never would have thought of me as like a good person and somebody who could overcome, man. Like, I would have missed the whole life. Like, everything in life that was worth living, I would have missed it if I would have taken a temporary solution, a permanent solution to a temporary problem. That's that old cliche, catchphrase. And we all know it's cliche. But here's the thing, dog. Like, cliches come from somewhere, they start somewhere. So, a lot of the cliche shit that people say, it really does mean something. So, Vincent, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for identifying yourself. I remember you. I love you, bro. I'm so glad that you're still here. That's awesome. I missed a couple things, but I really wanted to talk to Vincent, man. I have been in those places where I have wanted to end my life. And I am so grateful that I didn't. And I am so grateful for everybody who makes it through that struggle. Because, like, the thing you have to understand about, cravings, ideations, mental health hiccups, they're like waves. They come, they're intense as hell, but it's all temporary. But if you end yourself, that's permanent. Vincent said, you have no idea, brother, what kind of influence you have. I just love you, bro. I just love you. It's not anything that I did, bro. I was just able to talk to you. You did it. You did it, and you should be proud of you. 100%, you should be proud of yourself. I'm fucking proud of you, dog. It's not me that did the work, bro. It's you that did the work. I just talked to you, and you deserve all of the credit for making it through that, bro. I'm just glad that I was there and I was available at the time and that I got to talk to you. Like, it means the world to me that I got to be any part of you doing the work to get through that situation. Todd, I see you, bro. Todd Trinkle, thank you so much for the support, brother. I appreciate it. Roxy said, JD, I'm past the age of getting into trouble and have only been busted once in my 30s. What straightened me up fast, but I love watching you turn people's lives around. You know what? I really appreciate that, sis. I really do. I don't turn people's lives around. I just talk to people and I share my experience. I share what I've lived. They do all the work. They're the ones that turn their lives around. It's not anything I claim any responsibility for. It's all them. And they deserve all the love and all the respect and all the accolades for turning their own lives around. Bro, this name. How am I going to do this name? Chifuric Loan. Is Honaki character inspired by someone that you met in prison? Honaki is like a conglomeration of multiple different chomos that I met in prison. Honaki is like different aspects of different characters. Like, the people in prison, like especially the chomos, they're very stereotypical. A lot of them you can absolutely tell. And then there's the ones that are like the youth pastor looking ones that you can't really tell. You wouldn't expect it from them. Then there's the ones that are like the real bad gang member looking dudes with the tattoos on their head and stuff. And you would think, oh, this dude's in here for robbing a bank. But they're not. They're chomos. But I conglomerated several really stereotypical chomos into one. The tongue thing, bro, there was definitely a dude in did the tongue all the time. It was super annoying. It freaked me out. There was always, every time he talked, there was spittle coming out of his mouth. He was like the type of dude you wanted to punch him in the face every time you saw him, but you didn't want to get him on your hand. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, carrying a Bible, staring at the ground. Country nailed it, bro. Like, here's the thing. I in no way, shape, or form think that everybody who is involved in Christianity or any religion at all whatsoever has anything to do with pedophilia. But all pedophiles, when they get to prison, they get a Bible. And they be reading that and they be talking about, my family will never forgive me, but Jesus will. It's just a thing. They do that. Lancer said that line made me and my dad bust out laughing. My grandma says drugs are for losers. Yeah, man. Yeah, that one was fun. So I don't know if you guys have seen or not, but I did just release another full-length skit. It's the second in the full-length skit series. So so far, we've got the Chomo goes through intake, and today we've got a Chomo snitches on a CO. So it's the second one that I've been able to do. It was a lot of fun, and Hey, thank you, Magic Turtle. Appreciate you. Love you. Uh, Look, just on a side note, I live in Florida and we see turtles in the road a lot. Do me a favor, if y'all have turtles in the road where you're at, just pick it up, carry it out of the road, help a turtle out, man. I see squash turtles in the road and it breaks my heart, man. You know, oh, and dude, if you don't know the difference between a turtle and a tortoise, don't be putting it in the water. Just take it to land because I didn't know the difference, and apparently I put the wrong one in the water, and I probably drowned it trying to help it, and I've felt like shit about that ever since. The Wolf Elder, I love your videos. Thank you for your work. Thank you so much for the support, Wolf Elder. I appreciate you, man. So this new one is a lot of fun, the new full-length skit, and I was just able to order some new stuff for props and gear to do more full-length skit episodes that'll make it a lot more fun. I've got this one little tiny fly in here, and it is driving me nuts. Everything in Florida is trying to kill you all the time. It doesn't matter if it's a fly or an alligator or a person. Everything in Florida be trying to kill you. JD, I love when you said, I hate getting chomo on me. It's real stuff, bro. That's that dude I was talking about. The dude who did the tongue thing. And I got them all over me, bro. Like, there's something really wild about getting chomo blood on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's somebody that'll swing and fight back and everything, getting their blood on me doesn't bother me as much. But getting chomo blood on me just really bothers me. Country, William, I'd love to go to Florida and hunt iguanas. Bro, you don't gotta hunt them. They just fall out of the trees. Just wait till it gets cold, bro. They'll just hold out a big sack. They be falling out of the trees, taking people out. Them Jesus lizards out there, bro. So down in South Florida, they call a lot of the iguanas, a lot of people call them the Jesus lizards because they can run so fast, they can actually run across the surface of water. So, I mean, they are quick, but wait till it's cold and they slow way down, bro. It's like fish in a barrel. But I like iguanas, and I'm not encouraging you to hurt iguanas. I'm just saying, if you are hunting iguanas, do it when it's cold. Me and turtles have an agreement, mostly because we literally can take each other. My dog! A turtle can take you out. Are we talking about Teenage Mutant or just normal turtles? Born in Jacksonville, Florida. Here, love your videos. Awesome stuff. Thank you. Can I ask you a question? Why does Jacksonville smell like that? I used to do a lot of jobs in Jacksonville, and bro, Jacksonville got some funk smell, bro. If you've lived there that whole time, let me know. JD, your content makes a sad day better. I love hearing that. I love that. That makes me so happy. Bro, because I've been going through bad mental health days lately too. You know what I'm saying? So making some of this content makes me really, really happy. Like getting into this and being like, oh man, I don't know what I just did, but that shit was funny. And some people are going to like that. So I'm hoping that it's making you guys' days better when you guys are having bad days and everything. I've been on here for a while. My dog is crying. My Boston Terrier is crying. I think he needs to go out to the bathroom. So I'm going to have to get off here and take my dog out for a quick walk so that he can take a piss. But I love each and every one of you. Thank you for hanging out and spending some midday time with me today. Each and every one of you guys are a special and loved part of this community. Mrs. Nolan Void, big love to you while you're going through this. Let us know if there's anything that we can do for you. This is a big old cyber hug right here for you, my friend. Trev, I love you, dog. I'll be talking to you soon. And everybody, be good or be good at it. I'll see you on the next one, y'all.